Hello beautiful people and welcome back to Life of a Dreamer. My name is Darian Wright. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I have been so inspired by all the Lion King stuff going on right now, all the beautiful visuals from Beyonce's video that she just put out, all the golds and coppers and bronze. I wanted to give you guys a nice glam inspired smoky eye look. So stay tuned if you want to see how I got this look. So my face has already been cleaned and moisturized. I put on my aloe vera moisturizer and my rosehip oil. I don't wear primers under my makeup. I went through a phase where I wore primers and they broke me out really bad, so I just stopped using primers after trying a few different ones. I had bad results with all of them, so I'm just gonna start with my eyebrows. For most looks, I start with my eyebrows and work my way down, just because with the eyeshadow you get a lot of fallout and I don't like cleaning it up. So I'm gonna start filling in my eyebrows with my Wet n Wild pencil in the color Simmer Brown Now. It's just like a rich brown eyebrow pencil. So I'm gonna take my e.l.f. spoolie and just kind of brush up my eyebrows, and I also use this to blend it out. I kind of just like fill in the basic shape of my eyebrows that I like. I don't go all the way, I keep it kind of light because I've been using this product that I actually picked up accidentally. I don't know what I thought it was, but I'll show you guys in a second. It's like this brow gel, and it's really just taking my brows to another level, and I accidentally bought it thinking it was something else, and it ended up being really great. So this is a brow gel I was telling you guys about. I don't know what brand it's called. It says Perfect Brow. I don't know. I got it from my local beauty supply store, and I don't know what I thought this was, but I picked it up and I was like, well, I already bought it, might as well try it. And I actually love it. And this stuff it's in the color dark brown. It's kind of intense, so you have to go really soft with it or it looks really dark and horrible. But I'm being like super light with the strokes. And it was only like $2.99, $3.99 maybe. I don't usually use eyeshadow primers or anything like that. I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Pure Beige. Right under my brow bone with my Wet n Wild fluffy brush, I'm just going to be taking this like yellow color from this palette. I literally got this from my beauty supply store for like $1.99. The colors were so pretty and they looked really creamy. But I'm going to be taking this yellow color and I'm going to be putting that right under my brow. Right under that highlight area that I just put under my brow, I like to use my setting powder that I use. It's a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but it's a nice transition color between the highlight and the crease. This is the RK by Kiss Matte Finish Powder Foundation in the color Golden Honey. And so I just take that same brush and just kind of pull the colors down. And when you blend, don't forget to blend in circles. It just buffs everything out and makes your colors flow. To start with my transition color, I'm going to be using this Profusion's Matte palette that I got from Marshall's for $3 on clearance. I love this. The colors are so pretty. I'm going to be using the color of Fire. It's really pretty. I'm like obsessed with this color. I've had this palette for a few weeks and I have been using this color like crazy. But I'm using the e.l.f. blending brush. I'm just going to start in my crease and kind of work my way up before I start putting in the darker crease color. And this Profusion palette the colors are really good and very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. Next in my crease, I'm going to go in with the color Devious with another blending brush and just work my way out and in. We're going to pull the color in, but we mostly want to focus on the outer edge and kind of pulling that out. See how pretty that just blends with the crease? Next, I'm going to go on with the color Proud on my lid with the fluffy Wet n Wild brush. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the Pure Beige LA Girl Pro Concealer on my eyelid. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild eyeshadow brush. I've had this MAC Studio Sweet Glow palette for like so long, and it's lasted me a long time. The colors are really pretty. But I'm gonna go in with this gold color on my lid. When you're working with like shimmers and glitters, you're gonna wanna pack them on as well. Don't drag them because you'll lose like all the pigment and you'll have to apply way more than you need to. With that same brush, I'm gonna go in with the lighter gold color and put it on the inside. For the outer edge and like crease, I'm gonna be using this LA Colors Loose Shimmer Pot in the color Radiant. They have these at Dollar Tree and I always get them because they're so pretty. The pigment is so pretty. And I'm just gonna be using that same e.l.f. brush. Now I'm just gonna go back in with Devious and kind of darken up my crease. I'm gonna go back in with a Fire on my lower lash line. And I'm going to connect Devious on the outside. I'm gonna go in with my NYC black eyeliner pencil and start building the shape of my eyeliner, and I'm gonna kind of smoke that out. And I'm gonna smoke out that liner with this e.l.f. concealer brush. Next, I'm gonna apply my lashes and finish up with some eyeliner. Now that my lashes are on, I'm gonna go over top of them with some liquid eyeliner. I'm gonna be using this NK Makeup liquid liner I got from my local beauty supply store. It's kind of like a felt tip or like a sponge tip. It really helps. That's my secret to a good cat eye. And I'm just gonna kind of go over that shape we already created with the smudged out eyeliner. For the inside, I'm gonna bring the eyeliner in a little bit into my nose to give it kind of like a point to really shape out that cat eye. Now that the eyes are mostly done, we're gonna start on our face. I'm gonna go in with my color corrector to even out some of my dark spots. For my first concealer, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Fawn. This is pretty much like my skin tone. I just use this to kind of even out my skin. And I just like to do this with a concealer that's pretty much the same color as my skin tone, just so I don't have to put on a ton of foundation. My skin is really oily anyway, and in Atlanta it's pretty humid, so I like to use a tiny bit of foundation and mostly use powder products. So doing this step just kind of evens everything out so that I don't have to wear a full face of foundation. And plus it just looks more natural to me. Next, I'm gonna go in with my foundation. It's the Maybelline Fit Me in the color Cappuccino. And I just kind of like to dab that on with my finger. For my brightening concealer, I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Cool Tan. And I'm also using the other side that I blended the foundation out with, and that just kind of helps blend it even more. So next I'm going to set this with my Black Radiance Banana Setting Powder. I've been using this stuff like crazy. There's no logo on the top. I don't like to let this bake, but I let it sit on for a few minutes before I wipe it off. I'm going to dust this off with my Wet n Wild contour brush. And I'm going to add a little bit more color into my face with the RK by Kiss matte finishing powder that I use right under my eyebrow highlight. I'm just going to use that same Wet n Wild brush that I used to dust off the setting powder. I didn't set under my cheekbones where I put the concealer, but I did use the finishing powder. I noticed that it makes my face look kind of wide, so I don't highlight that area, but I do like it to look a little bit lighter to give me that good contour contrast. So for a little bit of contour, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Dark Cocoa. And to set the contour, I'm going to be using this Duo Contour palette by Nika K. And I'm going to be using the lightest brown color. And for that, I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Angled Blush Brush. For my blush, I'm going to be taking this orangish salmonish color from the Nika K Duo Blush palette. And I'm going to be taking another angled e.l.f. blush brush. I like to add blush just kind of everywhere on the center of my face, across my nose, just it adds a little bit more color, and also on my chin. It just kind of pulls all the colors together for me. And I tend to go very heavy with blush, so I add on a tiny bit at a time and just kind of build up. For highlight, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild highlighter. I love it. It's super cheap. Walmart, under $4 I think. It's in the color Golden Flower Crown. And I'm just going to be using this round contour brush. So I'm going to go in and finish my eyes. For my mascara, I'm going to be using this Bold and Long mascara from Kiss New York. It has this curved brush that really helps with applying mascara, especially on the bottom lash line. Lastly, for my lip, I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild eyeliner in the color Chestnut. I'm also going to go on with my Wet n Wild eyeliner in the color Simma Brown Now to fill in those corners and darken them up a bit. Next, I'm going to go on with my NK Whip lip gloss in the color Russet. On top of that, I'm going to go on with my Creamlicious Triple Matte Butter Cream by RK by Kiss. I've used this stuff so much, I've wiped off the color, so I'm not sure what shade this is. But I like this because it dries down matte, but it's so soft. It feels really velvety when it dries down. So that is it, you guys. This is my Lion King inspired bronze smoky eye look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am so inspired by all the like earth tone, bronze, goldy colors of the Lion King. I really wanted to do something glam, give you guys a nice big lash cat eye look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and stay tuned for the next one. Bye.